Holy shit. When I saw all these games on at noon, I'm like, yeah, nothing exciting is going to be happening. Nothing shocking. Nothing that's going to blow anybody's mind is going to happen. All that. These will be kind of just boring games, kind of like how majority Saturday noon games are. Because, I mean, not saying every Saturday the noon games are terrible and all that, but most of the time they are. There's a lot to talk about, though, and we're going to get to all of it. We're going to get to the scores and all that, but holy shit, we got to talk about how shitty Texas A&M is, how shitty they're playing. Marcel Reed is having one of the worst performances you can possibly have. I mean, I don't really know if it could have went any worse, honestly. Talk about how Michigan's offense is just really fucking non-existent and all that, and somehow they're competing with the fucking school that's called North fucking Western. We got other games on. LSU, Arkansas, that's on. Indiana was in sort of a tight game with Wisconsin. Now they're up 17-7. Looks like they're going to slowly start to get away now. We'll see what happens in that game. It's currently on right now, but they're up 17-7. They kind of did this with Penn State. Looks like they're going to do it again with Wisconsin, but holy shit, Texas A&M, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't really know what's going on. You have just about every advantage you can possibly have. Home field advantage, better, well, some would debate and all that, maybe South Carolina fans, but honestly, in most people's minds, the better quarterback, better overall team, better record, just everything. And you managed to have 3 fucking points. And that's not even the worst part. Your fucking field goal kicker is completely dog shit. I don't understand how the fuck you miss a 24-yard field goal. 24 fucking yards! How do you miss a 24-yard field goal? A fucking 10-year-old could probably make that. What in the fuck? I understand if you miss like a long 40-some yarder or a 50-some yarder and all that. Yeah, not all kickers can do that. I can somewhat understand that. A 24-yarder? How do you miss that? And then Marcel Reed, he had, I believe it was when they got the interception, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe there was 2 plays where that, I think his name's Casey Conception. I think that's how you say his name. But I believe he was the receiver that was open twice. I believe one of them he threw over his head to where it wasn't even catchable. And the other one, it wasn't even Marcel Reed's fault. It was the receiver's fault. He dropped it, and the defender didn't even hit the ball. It hit him right in the arms, and he dropped it. And then another end zone play, Marcel Reed throws it to a receiver. If he just threw it a little bit harder, little more throwing power, he could have possibly had a touchdown. What does he do? He underthrows it, throws in an interception. Another interception. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with Texas A&M. This is one of the worst performances I've seen. Seriously, it's that bad. Field goal kicker sucks. Marcel Reed can't apparently throw the ball accurately. Getting pressured all the time. South Carolina is honestly playing how I thought they would play just the whole season. Because going into the offseason, I thought South Carolina would be one of the most improved teams. I thought they would be, potentially a playoff team and all that. And what they're showing right now is kind of what I expected from them and all. And they haven't been that this season. But right now they're playing like the Texas A&M we all were like, yeah, they're legit and all that. And Texas A&M's playing like how South Carolina has played all season. It's that fucking terrible. And Michigan, holy fucking shit. How are you competing with a school that's called North fucking Western? Northwestern. A team sort of like Purdue, who hasn't been good in fucking several fucking years. And you're somehow only beating them 7-6? I'm not saying that Michigan's offense is something special. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is you should be able to beat Northwestern at halftime, and you should be up more than fucking 1 point. How in the fuck are you only up by 1 to North fucking Western? Absolutely fucking terrible. It is. And if you're a Michigan fan, you can't deny it. It's facts. Deal with it, idiots. Pittsburgh, Notre Dame. Game day was there. Thought it could be potentially maybe a little tricky game, all that. Some people thought, Pittsburgh would have a chance and all that. No. They are getting just ran up and down the field by Notre Dame on their own stadium. It's bad. Notre Dame, they ran for I think it was a 40-some or 50-some yard touchdown. Love, he juked out a defender or spinned, whichever one. Ran down the field for a 50-yard touchdown or something like that. And then literally, Pittsburgh gets the ball. And the first pass of that drive, Pittsburgh throws in a pick six. And they go 14-0. Now, since then, they managed to not just let Notre Dame, score in seconds and all that. But still, Pittsburgh has 3 points. Notre Dame has 21. And Notre Dame has, there's no debate. There's no debate. Notre Dame has looked like the best team in that game. It's been bad for Pittsburgh. I mean, that game sort of looks like it is maybe a Texas A&M game, South Carolina game. That's kind of what it looks like a little bit. The only difference is Pittsburgh's not Texas A&M. But they're playing like them because they both have 3 points. So, sort of makes a little sense at the same time. But, I mean, I don't know what's going on with these new games. I mean, you're talking about... Well, because before Indiana scored another touchdown and all that, went up 17-7, they may even be up 24-7 right now and all that. I got several games on right now, and I have to change that game. But before they scored on, when it was at halftime, they were only up 10-7. I was thinking to myself, I don't think this is going to happen, but you're talking about potentially not 1, not 2, not 3, not 3, but potentially 4 fucking teams that could get upsetted. And I haven't even mentioned Navy in South Florida. South Florida's making Navy look like they're a fucking phenomenal team. 24-9. They're showing it right now. They're showing planes right now, but this is a fucking Navy and fucking South Florida game. Look at this shit. They finally scored. Look at that dumb shit. 24-9. What is going on? I mean, I don't think... I mean, like I said, do I think all these, ranked teams and all that, do I think all of them are going to lose? No, I don't think them all are going to lose, but holy shit. I mean, Texas A&M right now looks like they're going to lose. That's 1. South Florida looks like they're going to lose. That's 2. You look at the other 2, Michigan's in a really tight game with Northwestern. That's potentially 3. And like I said, Indiana right now, I mean, Wisconsin would need to play phenomenal the rest of the game in order to even have a chance of blowing, of upsetting them. But, I mean, you're talking about 3 out of the 4 teams that I mentioned. Michigan, Texas A&M, Indiana, and South Florida. Out of those 4 teams, right now, it's looking like 3 of them could potentially lose. And 2 of them are for sure losing, at least as of right now, and it's looking like they're more than likely gonna. Michigan would be the 3rd team that could potentially lose. So we'll see what happens in the second half of these games, but I did not expect this for the noon games. Because, I mean, I was expecting towards, the, late afternoon games, the night games and all that, because that's where, some of the really good games are going to happen. Some of these games have been interesting, though. Upset alerts, a whole bunch of shit. So we'll see what happens in the second half of these games. Wow. Texas A&M, you're dog shit. Michigan, your offense is fucking absolutely fucking ass. And South Florida, Jesus, you've been ranked. How many times has South Florida been ranked? If I can remember correctly, I want to say it's been at least 3 or 4 times. And guess what, South Florida? You're going to lose to Navy, and you're going to be unranked again. Have a fucking fun day, idiots.